All right, Kevin, another fight done and dusted. First of all, your first feeling straight after the fight.
Victory. Nothing better than victory. Another W, another win, and still champion of the world. What more can you ask for?
Kevin, tough opponent, but you made it look easy when you dominated throughout the 12th round.
He is a very defensive fighter, and when you fight guys who are extremely defensive, it's hard to get those breakthroughs, so you've got to really take your time. But like I said, another victory, another W, another defense. I couldn't be happier. People say, oh, knockouts are great. Yeah, they're fantastic. But there's nothing worse than going home as a loser. I'm going home as a winner. I'm very grateful.
Of course, going the distance against him. On paper, a lot of people would have thought maybe the first couple of rounds you would have got rid of him. Not the case. And what did you rate of him?
On whose paper, though?
Oh, well, the statistics.
So he's had 3 times the amount of amateur fights as me. So on paper, he's got more experience than me. So I don't know what paper they are.
So, what did you think coming into this fight, that you were going to go the points?
No, I want to win by knockout. That's the main objective. But sometimes in a fight, you can't just knock everybody out. He's extremely defensive. It's very hard to knock a guy out who doesn't want to be knocked out. He's extremely tight, extremely defensive. And having said that, you've got to work for those openings. And he didn't want to lose, so he was extremely tight and was hoping for the quick 1-2 or something. But at the end of the day, it's a different fight, a different competitor. And going into this fight, I've never once ever made excuses. So the whole week I've had bronchitis, I've been on antibiotics. But it is what it is, man. You've got to step up, you've got to fight, you've got to win, regardless of whatever obstacles are thrown at you. You've got to overcome them. And this was another obstacle, going into a fight with bronchitis, on antibiotics, sick as you can hear. Victory. So this is a bigger victory than my last fight, because I had to overcome a lot for this fight.
Made some remarks when you commented on the post-fight comment, saying that a few years that are left. What's next for Kevin Lerena? Personally, without the contractual stuff, but what's next for you? What's the picture looking for Kevin Lerena?
To be quite honest, I take each fight as it comes. We've got a date penciled in for September against Noel Gevor probably. But there's a lot of guys who want to fight me. There's Lawrence Okoli, Eddie Hearn's fighter, who wants to fight me. It's a matter of time when all the belts become vacant, because as far as I know, Usyk went up to heavyweight and then he got injured. So those belts should become vacant. Very soon. I will unify the cruiserweight division. It's just a matter of time. It's a matter of when. And when I set out on this journey, I said I'd become the unified cruiserweight champion of the world. People laughed at me. I am going to become the unified cruiserweight champion of the world, and I'll be the first South African to do that.
On the lighter side, I don't know if you saw this post on social media today. Vasyl Duka took a picture of you and Ed Sheeran, and he put Drake's face in it, saying, "Is Kevin Lerena going to pass the Drake curse?" I don't know if you saw that. Just on the lighter side of things.
I saw it. I laughed at it. I mean, funny guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I laughed at it. I mean, shows you.
And of course, he got married. Well, he proposed in the ring, and he's now got a fiance.
Yeah.
Did you? How did you feel when that happened?
Very nice for him. He's a very nice guy. It's actually very hard to see a guy on a Tuesday who's such a nice guy and to beat him up on a Saturday, because he's a really good sportsman. But this is just sport. It's boxing, nothing personal. And if it was a grudge match, I mean, I wouldn't be talking like this. Then I make it personal and I beat him to a pulp. But he's just a guy who's in there to put food on the table for his family and his fiance. So all respect to him, and I'm very nice that he proposed to his wife to be in the ring. Very cool.
Might be traveling. Are you ready for the road? Fighting outside, different environment from the Palace of Dreams.
Yeah.
Unlikely crowd now. We're vying for the next boxer. I do think you're ready for the road.
It always presents a challenge. It's not my first time on the road. I've been out the country 3 times, so it's not my first time. So it presents something different, but a different challenge, and it's when I'm at my best, is when you throw curveballs at me. It's just about staying relaxed. At the end of the day, when the bell goes, no matter which country, in the same, you're gonna do your thing in there.
But have you made remarks there that there are few years back in your career? So I wanted to get the magnitude of that. Man, how long do you give yourself now in
4
this
years.
career?
4 years. I want to unify the division within the next 6 to 12 months, and I want to defend those belts and have the crack at the prestigious belts. Unify the cruiserweight division, go out for a massive payday in the heavyweight division against anybody, like guys like Pavik and all those guys who are not massive heavyweights. That's my goal. As soon as I unify the cruiserweight division, I'll go for the big money fights. When I say big money fights, not to say cruiserweights don't have big money, but we know the heavyweight division is very prestigious.
Potentially Noel Gevor next, and is that like almost an eliminator for obviously a massive world title shot?
Most definitely. Noel Gevor's a tough competitor, but you got to beat guys like that if you're going to go up against the ultimate best. I consider myself one of the ultimate best of the division, so I'm not slamming myself, but he's a tough competitor, so you just got to rise to the occasion and beat guys like that to prove to yourself that you are the best. If you can't beat guys like Noel Gevor, you're not going to unify the division. It's that simple.
And is it 100% guarantee that fight might not take place in South Africa at all?
To be honest, it all depends on the money. They obviously got their price that they want to come here for. No one wants to come here for small money, and no one wants to come take a beating for small money. So,
Kev, yeah, last one on my side. What would be your message to South African fans? There were many people who came here. They always come when you're fighting here at Embarrass Palace. What would be your message to South Africans at home?
I'm very fortunate for the South African boxing community, because boxing in South Africa is a fantastic sport. We've got some of the best fighters in the world. I don't think we're backed enough, and I'm one of the fortunate enough ones who have been backed. A lot of naysayers, haters, but we've got to ignore those people. We've got to think about the supporters we got. But you also got to do it yourself. People, you can't just sit back, and you can be the most talented fighter, but if you aren't doing the right things, marketing yourself and getting out there, you're just going to be dormant. So it's up to the individuals to make boxing great, and that's what I want to do.
As well, your elbow as well, is it okay?
Yeah, it's cool. It was just hyperextended in the fight. Probably a little bit of soft tissue bruising, but...
Did it happen? Which part of the fight?
Yeah, I just after the fight, when the adrenaline dropped, I was like, elbow, so it could have been anywhere in the fight. I think I just hyperextended.
And then just lastly, Kev, just a shout out to all those amazing people that came out tonight.
Shout out to you guys. Thank you for always reporting. You guys are fantastic. To all the supporters who come out, all the sponsors. Boxing's great. Let's make it even greater. And just thanks to everybody.